What if some of the foods you eat almost every day aren't helping you stay strong after 60? And no, I'm not talking about candy or fast food. I'm talking about foods that can look completely normal, but may become a problem when they start replacing the protein-rich, nutrient-dense foods your muscles actually need. After 60, maintaining muscle becomes more important than ever. You might notice that stairs feel harder, getting up from a chair takes more effort, or carrying groceries doesn't feel as easy as it used to. But here's the important part. You don't have to accept weakness as an unavoidable part of getting older. Today, we're looking at 5 everyday foods and eating habits that may work against your muscle health goals, and what you can choose instead. And number 5 is probably the one most people don't think about. Let's get started. Number 1, low-protein breakfasts. Think about your typical breakfast. Maybe it's toast with jam. Or a bowl of cereal. Or just coffee and a pastry. There's nothing wrong with enjoying these foods occasionally. The problem is when breakfast gives you plenty of calories but very little protein. Your muscles need protein to maintain and repair muscle tissue. And as we get older, getting enough high-quality protein becomes increasingly important because older muscles may respond less strongly to a given amount of protein than younger muscles. So instead of making breakfast mostly carbohydrates, consider adding a protein source. Eggs. Greek yogurt. Cottage cheese. Or another protein-rich food that fits your diet. You don't need a massive breakfast. You simply want to make sure you're giving your body something useful for maintaining muscle. And this leads to our second problem. Number 2, processed meat as your main protein. Bacon. Sausages. Hot dogs. Deli meats. These foods can be convenient, and there's nothing wrong with occasionally eating them. But relying on processed meats as your main protein source every day isn't the best strategy for a muscle-supportive eating pattern. Why? Because the goal isn't simply to get protein. You're also trying to build an overall diet that provides vitamins, minerals, fiber, and other beneficial nutrients. Instead of making processed meat your default protein, rotate in options such as fish, eggs, beans, Greek yogurt, chicken, or other minimally processed protein sources. Think of it this way. Don't just ask, does this food contain protein? Ask, what else am I getting with that protein? And there's another common mistake that can be even easier to overlook. Number 3, refined carbs that replace real food. White bread. Sugary breakfast cereals. Pastries. Sweet crackers. Many packaged snack foods. Again, these foods aren't automatically bad. The problem happens when they're taking up a large part of your diet while pushing out foods that provide protein, fiber, and micronutrients. Imagine eating a breakfast that's mostly refined carbohydrates. Then having a sugary snack. Then a lunch that's mostly white bread or refined grains. By the end of the day, you may have eaten plenty of food, but still haven't built a particularly muscle-friendly diet. A simple strategy is to upgrade rather than eliminate. Choose whole grain foods more often. Add vegetables. Include beans or lentils. Add a protein source. And combine carbohydrates with protein rather than eating refined carbohydrates by themselves all day. You're not trying to follow a perfect diet. You're trying to make your everyday meals more nutrient-dense. And now we come to number 4. This one surprises a lot of people. Number 4, meals that are too small in protein. You might actually be eating healthy foods, but still not be getting enough protein. For example, imagine lunch is a small salad with a little dressing. It may look extremely healthy. But where is the protein? You could add chicken, fish, beans, lentils, eggs, tofu, or another protein-rich food. The point is not to obsess over numbers. The point is to make protein a regular part of your meals. Instead of having almost all your protein at dinner, try spreading protein-rich foods throughout the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and, if appropriate, a protein-rich snack. This can make it easier to meet your overall protein needs without trying to eat an enormous amount of food at night. And now, we've reached number 5. This is the one I really want you to remember. Number 5, liquid calories that replace real meals. Sweetened coffee drinks, sugary juices, soft drinks, large calorie-heavy beverages. These can add a surprising amount of calories without providing much protein or nutritional value. And here's the bigger problem. If you're drinking calories throughout the day, you may feel full enough to eat less of the foods your muscles actually need. For example, imagine someone drinks a large sugary coffee in the morning, then a sweetened beverage during the afternoon, and has little appetite for a proper meal. They've consumed calories, but they may still have missed important nutrients and protein. Water should usually be your main beverage. And if you enjoy coffee or tea, keep the added sugar and high-calorie extras reasonable. The goal isn't to make your diet boring. It's to make your calories work harder for you. Now, there's something extremely important I don't want you to misunderstand. None of these foods will automatically destroy your muscles. And you don't need to completely eliminate them. Muscle health doesn't come down to one food. It comes down to your overall pattern. If most of your diet is built around nutrient-dense foods, you get enough protein. You eat fruits and vegetables. You include healthy fats. And you stay physically active. You've already made some very important steps. And there's one more piece that food alone can't replace. Resistance exercise. Your muscles need a reason to stay strong. That can mean resistance bands, bodyweight exercises, light weights, machines, or another appropriate form of strength training. Walking is excellent for staying active, but it doesn't provide the same muscle-building stimulus as resistance exercise. So think about the complete picture. Protein plus nutritious food plus movement plus strength training. That's far more powerful than searching for a single miracle food. Here's an easy way to think about your meals. Instead of asking, "What food should I stop eating?" ask, "What can I add to make this meal better?" Having toast? Add eggs. Eating a salad? Add chicken, beans, or fish. Having yogurt? Choose a protein-rich Greek yogurt and add some berries. Eating rice? Add vegetables and a protein source. Having a snack? Consider fruit with Greek yogurt or another nutritious protein source. Small upgrades can add up. And you don't need to completely change your diet overnight. If you have kidney disease, diabetes, heart disease, or another medical condition that affects your diet, don't significantly increase your protein intake or make major dietary changes without speaking with your healthcare professional. Your nutritional needs are individual. So, if you're over 60, don't think getting weaker is just part of getting old. Instead, ask yourself, am I giving my muscles enough of what they need to stay strong? Start with one meal. Add a quality protein source. Replace one highly processed snack with a more nutritious option. And find a form of strength exercise that's appropriate for you. Because your future strength isn't determined by one meal. It's built by the choices you repeat every day. If you found this video useful, subscribe for more simple nutrition and healthy aging tips designed for adults over 60. And remember, don't just eat to fill your stomach. Eat to support the body you want to keep strong.